What were the weaknesses of war elephants? Imagine a massive elephant charging into battle, its sheer size striking fear into the hearts of enemies. War elephants were indeed impressive, but they had notable weaknesses that affected their effectiveness in the Punic Wars. First, let's talk about unpredictability. Elephants could easily become frightened or injured during combat. When this happened, they often panicked and ran back through their own troops, causing chaos and injuries among friendly soldiers. This loss of control was a significant risk, especially when elephants were attacked by missile weapons or suffered injuries. Next, consider their logistical needs. Elephants required huge amounts of food and water, making them hard to maintain during long campaigns. This demand slowed down armies and consumed resources that could have supported more mobile troops like cavalry or infantry. The Romans, who valued speed and discipline, found this a major drawback. Another weakness was their vulnerability to well-prepared infantry tactics. Roman soldiers developed strategies to counter the initial shock of elephants. They maintained tight formations and targeted the animals with javelins or arrows to create panic. Once the fear factor was diminished, elephants lost much of their battlefield effectiveness. Terrain also played a role in limiting the effectiveness of war elephants. They were less effective in rough or narrow areas where their size and lack of maneuverability became problems. Tactics like ambushes and difficult ground could easily negate the advantages elephants brought to the battlefield. Lastly, breeding and training elephants posed practical challenges. Elephants have long gestation periods and requiring specialized trainers. They are also difficult to breed in climates that differ from their native habitats. This made it hard for the Romans to build a sustainable force of war elephants, unlike some of their enemies who had allies or captured animals to relying on. From the Roman perspective, war elephants were a double-edged sword. They could intimidate inexperienced foes but were costly, hard to control, and could create disorder within their own ranks. These weaknesses led the Romans to focus more on disciplined infantry and cavalry instead of heavily investing in war elephants, even though they occasionally used them when allied forces provided them.